Angeles, Hi.
Other action figures each sold separately.
Record her.
Jenny, get the door. It must be Cousin Willie. Okay. Hi. What's up?
Ah, there we go. Something chill to watch. The following video is rated R and is intended for an adult audience. So if you're under 18, take a fucking hike, eh? As this video may contain adult themes and situations, strong language and opinions, good and bad advice, cannabis cultivation and consumption. So as long as you're a responsible adult, kick back, spark one up, and enjoy the show.
August wins and Queen works only occasionally.
You don't like your makeup today. Let me see here. Give me a good look. What? What's wrong with it? Looks good. You're pretty.
I guess I don't like the eyeshadow color or style. I was like, no, I'm kind of stuck with it, so it's just what it is. When you put primer on, there's no problem that way.
Fair enough. Hello, everybody. Did I do a video on transplanting from fabric pot into another one? It's gonna be a sloppy mess.
Wish you did.
Wish you did a video on transplanting fabric. That's a good point. It's true. Yeah, it is kind of a fucking, fabric pots don't hold on to the things. You can't you can't just turn it upside down and like slide out the seeding tray with all the soil like clumped into the roots like you can with a normal transplant. So yeah, that's true. All right, everybody. First off, the news of the day. Dab Time blasters are available right now over on cannabeardgrows.com. Already ordered. I know. I seen it there. Thank you. I actually posted it an hour or two ago and started posting it on places so people had access to it. And it's available. Limited numbers. There's only about 35 or so left. So get on it, everybody, if you want one.
It's dab time, motherfucking dab time. Time to take a fucking dab break.
Dab break. So, the news is, this is how they're working. I'm giving you the Dab Time Blaster kit. The wood pieces that you're gonna have to, there's the screw, it's coming with the screw at the back, the bolt, and the wood, the mouthpiece, and 3 tips. So that's 1 tip to build it and 2 spares. And it is $60 Canadian. That's including free shipping. I'm taking a small bite on the shipping to make it easier because to set it up on the website for individual countries was a fucking nightmare. It was a really big pain in the butt, and then the shipping logistics were going to be different. I had to go get quotes for every country. I went and brought a bunch of country postal codes and asked them at the post office how much it was going to cost, and it was between $15 and $25 worldwide. So I'm including shipping. It's just easier. I raised the price. It was going to be $50 plus shipping. Now I'm just going $60 including shipping. I should be doing like $70 including shipping, so I'm not taking a bite on it. But I want you guys to be able to afford it. I want it to be it's not really about making frickin' max dollar. It's about frickin' getting you guys dab blasters, and getting me some more tips and et cetera, man. The whole shebang. I should have done 70, but I'm not gonna. I'm not changing it. That tasted like the lemon stuff.
I would not know because I didn't mix it.
This one is unfortunately a mixture.
I can see the different colors and types, but I can no longer
Another one?
remember what type each color is.
And another one. Attaboys, everybody. Y'all buying dab blasters. Right on. They'll last the day. You don't need to panic and do it right this exact second. But hey, go ahead. While we're sitting here, might as well, right? But I do perceive them being sold out within a day or two.
Carrots like
Yes.
I'm having two.
Thank you for the coffee, Mr. J-Win. Oh, I just spilt coffee on my pants. Mr. J-Win sent me some beans of his favorite coffee. I'm sure some of you have heard of it. Lavazza. Lavazza.
I'm the worst person to ask about coffee stuff.
Well, I had never even heard of fucking Lavazza before. And then I started, J-Win sent me that bag of beans, and now I've been seeing it fucking everywhere. Oh, I was gonna say, you need some help there? And I got all the supplies now to customize my Jack Black into a Cannabeard figure. One of these days. I'm gonna record it all and make a YouTube video. I'll be putting it up onto my gaming channel. Hey, Wormy9000. There's a fucking name I haven't seen in a little while. Hello, good sir. Yeah, I'm gonna film the process of me customizing the figure and make a video out of it. And since it's not really weed related, and I think it'll do better, I'm gonna go put it onto my gaming channel. But don't worry, I'll post it in the links for Discord and all that kind of stuff. Or you could just go and follow my gaming channel. It's Cannabeard Games. Cannabeard Games on YouTube. I got Cannabeard Grows, Cannabeard Games. I just acidified the soil around my blueberry bushes.
I actually have to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's something you gotta do to your blackberries. Do you have blueberries?
No, but I want to.
Oh, okay.
I still want to try.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got blackberry bush,
Yep.
and we need to do that a little bit. I have some in the garage.
How do they grow in the wild just happily?
They grow in areas that are naturally acidic.
I
So
just
they grow
remember
in
it was like a
pine
yearly thing.
forests. They grow in pine forests.
There's
Or near pine forests, because there's lots of pine needles on the ground, which acidifies the soil, which gives them the conditions that they like.
there was a bush that was kind of pretty much in town, or pretty close on the edge, but we would like go there every year. Like, picking.
Hello, Red. I think it's dab time. Dab time. It's motherfucking dab time. By the way, a little suggestion. Since this is a kit, you need to understand this is a bit of a DIY project. I almost should do a fucking video on how to build one. It's pretty simple, but at the same time, if you don't know, you don't know. And if it's frickin' whatever, man, it's easy just if I show you and then you understand. So, there's a front plate that goes between those two, and then there's a bolt that goes between the back here. And then you just put your piece together and slide it in here like this, and tighten your back bolt. Lift it up, tighten your back bolt so that you can slide it in so that it's snug. I personally put a very small bit of wood glue on either side of this connection so that this connection stays solid. If you just pressure fit it, it'll pop out once in a while. Some people have done elastic bands, just stuck an elastic band around here. As long as it's not on the front part where your flame is going.
You know what I unintentionally did?
Oh, sorry, I scared a cat away with that sneeze.
What I did unintentionally? Definitely.
Oh, yeah. So that's the other side. If you use it a bunch and you get a bit of reclaim fucking leaking in there once in a blue moon, it glues itself with dab stuff. That's true.
I didn't think about it, and then while you were talking, I was just looking at it, and I'm like,
You're like, I didn't put any glue on mine. Why is it holding so good? I'm like, oh.
Oh no, I knew why it was holding. I was just like, oh, okay, I never thought about the dab stuff there that way. Huh. Because like mine always gets laid on one
Cheers.
specific side. which is where you notice that there was a buildup enough that it came through the connection, and that's why it leaked through mine. But I always place it the same way. It never really goes this way. It goes this way.
I
So
place
it's
mine.
all
I'm
on
right-handed, so I put it down like this, and as a result, the reclaim always pools up on one side. Same with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
We put it down the same way, and as a result, the reclaim pools up in that triangle thing by yourself.
Yep.
I think I will do a little video explaining a couple of tips and tricks on how to set them up and how to like do a little bit of maintenance on it too.
Getting a thing that'd be like how to clean it, like how we clean it here, would probably be a pain in the butt. Maybe, but
Well, I'll
it's
show
just 'cause I don't know
off.
how to solder.
Yeah, I'll show off what that is.
Is that
and
what that is? Those little metal points?
Brazing. Yeah, it's brazing is like a step up from solder.
Oh, I was gonna say it looks more solid.
Yeah, brazing is the same as soldering, but soldering you can melt with a lighter.
I think I've called soldering even things that are like the high quality that doesn't break. I just didn't know the term pertained.
That'd be welding.
There we go.
So welding, soldering, and brazing are almost the same thing. They're all the same concept. You're taking two pieces of metal and using, well, sometimes welding is a little different. Sometimes welding adds.
Oh, my face is so green!
I know the face is trashed on that one.
Why is my face green?
I don't know
Why is
what's
it green?
It's just falling apart. Because green is a major component in the color brown. And with a dot matrix, when it makes them, anyway. Well, that's not a dot matrix, but I forgot what I was saying.
I was only thinking about it because someone asked you retiring your old deck list. I've had this one for years.
You know, I got a lot of old
Yes.
frames. No
Yes.
joke. I probably got about 10 old frames kicking around here.
And then like
That's a
random
prototype.
ones.
That's some prototype stuff. Some of the back ends on those don't fit. That's why they're not put together.
Okay.
Yeah, they were the test. We tested a couple. He gave me 2 sets with different drill holes, and wanted to see which one fit better because of the glass that I got. It is what it is. Gonna top my next 2 autos. What do you think, Beard? Ever topped an auto? Yes. And I do state that I do not think it's a good idea. I think you can. I'll tell you the trick to topping autoflowers. The main trick to topping an autoflower is to not stress it out. If you cut established plant matter, you're going to hurt the plant and it's got to heal. If you go up to the top where the new little babies are sprouting, right? And you just spread that top little thing open like that, and then there's the new little bud. There'll be a new little bud coming up here, and then this is what's going to grow and then spread again, right? That's how it keeps working, right? You go to the very top of your plant when it's about yay big, and you find that little tiny nub, and you just go grab your finger and you bend it over like this, and it'll just pop off with your finger, the smallest. It's so young and supple of a plant matter that you go, pop, and the little tip pops off. And as what happens is now that tip can't grow up like it was. So it goes, what do we do? And we all know what they do. They go like this. They spread off. A new branch will pop on either side of that node where that leaf base is, and they will come up in a pair of 2s. So you can, but you got to do it kind of youngish, and you got to do it at a young spot of the plant, not an established point, because it's just too stressful on the plant. Polar. Coffee.
Why would bone meal help cucumbers so much?
Why would bone meal help cucumbers so much? Well, that's sort of a good question.
I'm learning about them, so I'm very happy that I've had some cucumbers pop up.
What is bone meal? Like it'll be like calcium and
And you know what
this
I'm
and that
seeing
and stuff.
everything loving apparently? Fish fertilizer.
Yep.
Fish poop.
Yep. Fish poop, fish fertilizer. Are you using my fish poop?
No. I'm seeing things that are all
Oh.
the different information
I'm
on
like, that
different
shit's
plants.
expensive for weed. Don't use that. I'm like, we'll buy you fish fertilizer for the plants
No,
in the
I was
garden.
gonna say I've seen
But-
some that are
Yeah,
like
okay. No,
bigger
I got something called
amounts
fish
meant
shit. I got a
just-
small thing.
Oh.
It's called fish shit. It's concentrated. It's for pot
No,
only.
I was looking at something
Yeah.
on Amazon that was probably
Okay.
more like
So,
this or
bone meal is an organic fertilizer ground up of animal bones,
Yep.
primarily beef, that have been cooked, steamed, and blah, 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 and sterilized before being ground into powder. It is a good source of phosphorus, calcium, and a small amount of nitrogen. So, what it
I'm
is
still
a
learning about phosphorus.
phosphorus, and it's a calcium boost. So, not only do you have to use this, but you also need to find something else that has like some base level magnesiums, or calcium will not
I know
bind properly.
I knew about the calcium thing like in Minecraft.
You need-
I'm just like, what is phosphorus in the other bits? What are
Well,
the
no,
other bits?
we knew that bone meal is like a fertilizer, and
I'm just
and
wanting
that
to know
it's
what's
made of
in it.
bones. But yeah, I was curious as what nutrient value it had.
Yes.
I was pretty sure it was calcium. That
I've
makes
seen
sense because
something
bones,
about
calcium.
phosphorus, and I'm like, I don't know enough about that one. I know a little bit about calcium and a little bit about the other one. This one, nope. I don't think I've done any looking into it. 'Cause I'm confused.
Well, that was a not a first, but a rarity where Google's AI overview was actually right for a frickin' change. I couldn't believe, like, especially with video game knowledge. The problem with Google's, I'm not going to get into this, but I'm just going to say it real quick just so that there's some context. But the problem with Google's AI summary system is it just scrubs the internet for information about the topic that you're asking and
That's
gives
also 'cause
sort of
that's how
a
it's sort
genre
of-
of the most popular information. And quite often, when something is new, there's not a lot of information out. And as a result, it only has limited stuff. And a lot of it is either not true, straight up lies, or just misinformed and maybe like been
It
outdated
depends on
already.
how it's created, the info base, and how it's treated to training.
Oh, I know, but this is what I'm saying, is the way Google's system works currently
And that's
is it
running
just
on,
scrubs
like,
the internet, and it
the
scrubs
human
Reddit, and it scrubs fucking
populace. People are-
parody forums, comedy forums. It does not know the difference between comedy, parody, or actual fact, and it just posts what it saw the most of. And
That's just the
sometimes
huge
that's
difference
wrong
between-
information, man. And it fucking just, I was like the other day, I was like, it's fucking lying to me. It's telling me to do this and to go to this place, but that doesn't exist. They've
And I'd still
changed their
relatively
format.
call it like a baby.
Oh, it
And
is.
also, just the internet itself has definitely led me to like
The
sites that don't
internet
work.
is still a fucking baby. If you think about it, it's
Well,
only
yes.
the internet's like less than 20 years old. Like
AI even less. But
as being a good service, we've only had the internet for about 20 years or so, where it's been like everybody has internet. Whereas like there was a time I remember where nobody had internet. Internet wasn't a thing at all. And then dial-up came in, and only like schools and like one nerd that you knew had it, and like that was it. And then like DSL and stuff started coming in more, and some people had it, but it was still kind of useless. And
I know the
there wasn't much
answers
on the internet, but
that
yeah.
are given, but it's still funny seeing how fast people react. Of would you bring back the draft or dial up like with that modem? And everyone's like, draft. They're like not thinking. They're just, I don't want that to come back. Which I get. I don't really want to experience it. I do use eggshells.
Oh, I was getting whacked by a pepper down here.
I think I've put most of my eggshells more so in compost. I put some in the soil, but it takes so long, so it's something that would be there for a good
So
established
yeah,
amount of time.
we have a rolling compost, tumbling compost
Ooh.
bins.
But I do put like ground up banana, baked
Yeah.
banana in my
Yeah.
soil. That's something I put in my soil
So
because it can.
The compost bins get a wonderful feeding. They get a whole bunch. They get concentrated chicken poop as I scoop the patties out of the
Can we
frickin'
get-
bottom of their litter area where they sleep
Big
at night.
googly eyes.
For what?
Our compost bin or anything.
Probably.
It'd be funny to see them.
Sure. Anyway, it's a whole bunch of chicken poop and hemp chips, because we use hemp core as their base litter for the
Rabbit
for the
poo.
run and stuff. So yeah, so it gets rabbit poo, chicken poo, eggshells, coffee grounds, and
It's now getting
banana peels baked and crushed and ground up into a
I never
near
thought
powder.
about it, but you're like, I need something to dry it. I'm like, I have stuff that I'm not really sure how to use. So
Yeah, that one compost bin's fairly wet lately, and it needs to be dried out a little bit. But like the wet moist facilitates breakdown. So you kind of want it like sort of on that borderline.
I've also that's some of the stuff that I've put in some of the stuff that's starting to pop up that are looking pretty happy.
Red Hot.
And I learned I probably could have put double the amount in the.
Where's R2? Oh, he's right here.
Oh, that's why probably.
He's right there.
Yeah,
right? He's kind of stuffed on a frickin' shelf.
Just out of sight.
Yeah.
Go there, but there's a.
Yeah, he used to be on the floor kind of, but there's a bunch of shit in the way here. Like, I don't want to fucking rearrange. No, that's a sparkle lamp, and yeah, we gotta sell it. Yeah, it sparkles. It's like that thing, like the bee.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
It didn't.
I
got it at a grad sale because it was old. It's like quite vintage. It's quite old. It's from the '60s. It's a '60s version, but I don't like it. I'll probably just sell it at a grad sale myself. I decided I didn't want it. It didn't fit in with everything.
I'm just learning things about a couple of my plants because I learned that is why my cucumber died. You're like, it just decided to die, and I'm like, oh, if you.
So what do you got going on here that you're aware of?
Acapulco and lemon haze, but I can't tell about the colors anymore. And some of them
I'm gonna take a chance.
Some of them aren't fully sealed to the bottom.
Oh right. Can you pass me the fuel, please? Pepper, you're in here beating the crap out of me with your tail.
I kind of like that she's a bit more spoiled in the aspect of if you stop petting her, she's like, hey, stop petting me. How dare you stop petting me?
So, how are you doing today? Who am I talking to? All of you. How are you guys doing today? What's going on? How have you been? There's a few people
It's
in there I
dad
don't
time,
talk to
dad time, motherfucking dad time, dad time, time to take a fucking dad
Are
break.
you all having? Are you dabbing? Are you toking? Are you bonging? Are you hooping? How are you getting your weed into you today? Hope you're not hooping it, but hey, I mean, to each their own. I know a girl that hooped weed. We took these really, really high-end concentration pills, like hash pills and stuff, and they were hooping them, which means sticking them up your butt so that you absorb them faster, which is fucking weird. Apparently it works fine. Your son got married. Nice. Took your mom out for dinner. Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. It's mostly a fairly male-centric audience for some reason, but there's probably a few ladies around here. Well, y'all got mothers anyway, so happy Mother's Day. Don't forget, call your mothers if you can. If they're still around, call them. Tell them happy Mother's Day, mother. We're making dinner for my mom tonight. We're gonna do a dinner and movie thing here. Some Asian appetizer thing. I'm gonna do a fried rice, and we're just gonna do a whole bunch of assorted steamed things and some baked things. There's a couple of toaster oven kind of like things like egg rolls and stuff, and then there's a bunch of steamy stuff. It'll be yummy. I'm excited.
Oh, you know what I didn't do?
Flour called roll RS 11 joints. What? It's okay, you can do it now. And then we can put it in the fridge and it'll be fine.
Yeah, that tray thing does work.
Yeah. Yeah, to make good fried rice, you don't want fresh fried rice. Or fresh rice. You want leftover rice from the day before. Or if you're in a pinch, what we do, if we want fried rice tonight and we didn't make any rice the night before, we have nothing to work with, we just make like 2 cups of rice and then we spread it out on a cookie sheet and stick it in the fridge. or the freezer for an hour. Have I seen Andor yet? No. I don't have... Well, actually, that's not true. I was about to say I don't even have fucking Disney Plus, but I did buy it for a month, and I'm about to cancel it again, I think. There's just not much on there that I want to watch right now. 99% of the Star Wars shit that Disney has been producing has been utter dog shit. It has been bullshit dog crap that I consider extended universe. It's just stories made in the Star Wars universe. It's not official. Like all that crap, a lot of these shows, and I'm talking about you, Grogu and The Mandalorian, all you can get fucked. I like them, some of them, the Grogu one and the Mandalorian one, and what was the other one? Ahsoka even was like
It was okay.
it was just barely acceptable, man. Like, I'm a fucking hardcore Star Wars nerd from way the fuck back, and I don't like what they've been doing with Star Wars for the most part. There's gems, and I know that everybody says Andor is one of those gems. Everybody says Andor's good. Everything's been crap. Andor feels like that Rogue One, which has been like also probably one of the last good films that they've ever even fucking made. I'll put Rogue One in with the original trilogy, and heck, no, I can't throw Solo in there. I can't throw any of the new trilogy, the 7, 8, 9. Those are extended universe as far as I'm concerned. I don't consider that canon at all in my brain. I read books when I was a kid that Luke reformed the Jedi Order and built a new temple and restarted the Jedi in a new age of peace in the galaxy. And then they wiped that clean and said, no, the Empire came back and the Emperor got resurrected. And I mean, and even the movies aren't as bad as the shows. If we want to talk about bad, like look at fucking The Acolyte and stuff. Like that was fucking horrendous. And Obi-Wan, oh my God. Like there was some fun parts in Obi-Wan. There was things I liked, but the whole was dog shit. It was dog shit with googly eyes on it. You're like, oh, that's kind of cute, but it stinks. That's a really good analogy. It's dog shit with googly eyes. You're like, oh, that's cute, but I'm not going near that. Cool, but no, I'm good. Not that cool.
I don't really have a lot of feelings about it, but it's not.
You also didn't grow up with your entire world being Star Wars.
No.
I saw Empire Strikes Back as a very impressionable, like 5-year-old at a drive-in. I've seen a handful of movies. Like movies were a big deal when I was a little kid. We didn't have streaming services or nothing, and movies were a big, big thing. And I got brought to Empire Strikes Back when I was like 5 at a drive-in, and my jaw was on the floor of that vehicle the whole fucking movie. And I couldn't shut up about Star Wars for about 40 years. I'm still talking about fucking Star Wars since I seen that movie. It has changed my universe. I was a Star Wars nerd. I got Star Wars toys for Christmas. So I have all of the opinion. You said I don't have too much opinion on it.
Nope.
You like what's good. What I show you and then what we sit down and actually consume. When it's good, it's good. And when it's bad, we turn it off.
Yes.
We turned off Acolyte.
Yes.
We could not even get through the second episode. The first episode, I was just like, that's not true. That's not true. I got books that say different than that. What the fuck are they talking about? That's not the way the Sith work. What the fuck? The whole movie, I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
My issues with that show was more like in costume and makeup. And
it looked ugly. Story. It sounded ugly. The story was ugly. The mythos was ugly.
You were all like story and main stuff. I was all like costumes, makeup, Sith, and acting.
They put out a book of Jedi and a book of Sith that are literally the Bibles for the Jedi and a Bible for the Sith. Their codes, the way that they work, history, and that fucking show did not read that book at all. And they stated that very clearly, that the director hired people that had never watched Star Wars, that weren't Star Wars geeks. They hired people specifically that didn't know jack shit about the fucking extended universe. And therefore, they broke the universe a whole bunch in that show. And I just turned it off. I couldn't watch it. I'm like, this is dog shit. How did Disney's executives allow this kind of tripe to be put out? And they cost like a fucking $2 million per episode or something ridiculous like that. It was just phenomenal. Like, each episode of that dog shit was as much as a standard full-blown movie. It was crazy, the fucking budget that went into that crap.
Maybe that's what it put into your head.
Everything about it, man. Like, I can't say anything good about it.
It made me think of Uncle Roger.
Can I say anything good about it? Let me think about this for a second. I only seen 2 episodes, so I don't know fully.
I just watched the thing of you eat that wing or you apologize or say something nice about Jamie Oliver. And he's like,
fuck that. Yeah, no.
Wing!
Yeah.
Eat him.
I don't even care. Woke stuff is frickin' stupid. I hate the frickin' word woke and stuff. That drives me crazy too. That's just a frickin' buzzword. But you're not wrong. It was crap.
What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday.
Omega, welcome. How you doing? By the way, this is probably a good time to pause the Disney hate for a second and tell everybody that once again, Dab Time blasters are now available for a very limited run. There's limited numbers, so act quick. They are selling pretty quickly. I do estimate, you know, I think one of 2 things is either going to happen. They're either going to run out in a couple of days, or they're going to get pretty low in a couple of days and then just sort of peter on for the rest of the week and then be gone. But they're going to be gone pretty quick, man. I'm telling you. I pre-sold frickin' like a dozen of them almost. Yeah. So, links in the description. It's just cannabeardgrows.com, man. It's my website. I changed the homepage to just the sale for the Dab Blasters. It's called a DIY Supporters Kit, so that it doesn't say that you're ordering a pipe or anything fucking weird like that. You're ordering a Supporters Kit. It comes with the wood kit, mouthpiece, not 1, not 2, but 3 tips. Because you need the spares, man. We all need the spares. They're a pain in the butt to get, so I made sure I ordered a fuck ton, made it part of the deal. 3 spare tips. And some random stickers come in every single box, shipping included, $70 Canadian. Links in the description below.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Whose birthday is it?
Omega.
Omega? Happy birthday!
That's a good point.
My mom asked me that a couple of weeks ago at dinner. She says, "What's woke mean?" And I said, "Pardon me?" And she says, "What does woke mean?" Somebody was talking about them and they said, "Oh, don't care about that opinion. That's only woke bullshit." What does woke mean? I hear people talking about it and I don't understand it. And I'm like, it means like, it's like when when a Karen or something, I'm like, it's when people think that, I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm like, wait a second. We all know what it means, essentially. But you're right. It is a very vague, stupid description of the thing that people don't even understand properly.
I guess because I was there, or at least I remember seeing you explain that. It was just kind of funny. It was just like, I'm not even going to intervene because I don't know how to describe it.
Happy birthday, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. I don't have a present, just for you, just for you. But I do have a dab. Cheers. What are you dabbing on? Are you a dabber, Omega? I forget.
Oh.
Yours was yesterday.
Here. I don't know if I like it. I don't like it. Well, I don't hate it. Not my favorite, though.
This one?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was gonna say, I think that's your Acapulco, honey. Or this one is. Hold on a second.
No, that one is.
That one is. Yeah, I can see, look, there's the chunk of that stuck
had,
here still.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Acapulco. So that one, I believe, is the sour diesel, which is surprising because it's not very soury or gassy. It's kind of just, if you
I got a little bit of
I wouldn't
sour
have guessed sour diesel.
but
Maybe a
not
little
enough
sour,
that-
but I wouldn't have guessed a gassy note.
No.
Which is good because I don't like gassy stuff very often.
No.
Yes, you are. If it's THC, it's for me. Well, how about this, Mr. Omega Man? Email me at cannabeardgrows@gmail.com. If you can provide, you can scrabble out your fucking address and shit, but if you can provide proof that today is your birthday, I'll send you a free dab blaster kit. Eh? That's fucking huge, dude. Those things are fucking expensive, man. I got a couple put aside for some giveaways that I'm gonna do, but if you can prove that it's your birthday today, I'll send you a free kit.
Great White or Recharge? I do not know.
Great White or Recharge? Neither. Growtech Mycorrhizae. Mycorrhizae? Whatever you want to fucking pronounce it.
Do we have that?
Growtech. I might have a little bit left,
I
but
thought
here's
about
the
getting
thing.
some for just like the garden.
So from my basic understanding, you've read a lot too, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. But from my understanding of how mycorrhizae works, there are 3 major strains of it. There is mycorrhizae, and Mike, whatever. There's 3 major fucking variations of the strain.
Okay, this
One
is
is focused very much, and again, I don't know the different terminologies here, so you're gonna have to bear with me here, but one of them is focused a little more for vegetables, one of them is a little bit more for fruits, and one of them is a little bit more for flowers. And the Growtech company uses, it's called Synergy, by the way. It's Growtech Synergy. It's got all 3 in it. So it's good for your fucking vegetables. It's good for your weed. It's good for your fucking flower garden. It is just good. That's the shit, man, right there. If you can find it, Growtech Synergy is the best mycorrhizae product on the planet for growing, bar none.
Whatever legumes
Dunk.
are. Legumes.
What?
Legumes?
Legumes? Whatever legumes are? Yeah. Yes, yeah. That's where I get a little... I'm learning a lot more about gardening, but a lot of those weird subclasses of specific categories of plants I'm still a little bit noobish on, but...
I don't think there's only tips.
Am I selling tips only? No. I ordered just enough to have enough for all the kits and maybe a couple of extra. So I am not selling tips alone. If they do, the kits come with, just think of it like this. You're buying a brand new edition with 3 tips. Think about this. Is 3 tips worth that price to you? With a spare mouthpiece and a brand new fancy extra fucking fresh off the press blaster. But I am not selling, sorry, at this time. I might in the future. I don't know. I don't want to make a fucking business out of this. I'm just doing a small run.
It looks like an axe.
Little hatchet thing.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of hatchets, I found your hatchet. You bought a hatchet at a garage sale,
Oh yeah.
and we lost it.
Oh yeah.
I found it. It's in the garage.
Yay.
It's in the garage right beside the sledgehammer.
Okay.
Cannabis plants into fruit or vegetable is actually more complicated than it sounds. Putting cannabis into it. Yeah, I know.
Technically, it's a vegetable, though it's more commonly called an herb.
But it's also a flowering plant. So
Yes.
it's that's why I kind of liked anything that sort of covers all your bases versus something that's super targeted, unless it's super targeted for cannabis.
Would
Like
they help rhizome plants? Those are like weird little, or whatever things for like, because ginger is like
So
rhizome.
here's the thing.
Apparently
Mycorrhizae, mycorrhizae, whatever. It's pretty much good for all organic soil-based and medium-based organic growth. If you're truly going organic, even if you're using a lot of cocoa or whatever, but if you're putting organic and you're expecting life in your soil, if you're going into an almost living soil kind of an environment, it's perfect for all of those. Anything from just like basic soil users right up till, and again, I'm not actually sure if I would suggest people to use it with cocoa, because most people that grow with cocoa in a near hydroponic fashion. Otherwise, you have to water twice a day. Cocoa is okay. Chat, correct me here for a second. I have two fucking truths in my brain. Cocoa holds on to water really well. Cocoa drains water really, really well. What the fuck is it? Does cocoa drain water really well, or does it hold on to it really well? Because I'm very confused. It seems to do both. I thought it was supposed to do one of those really well. You know, fuck. I don't know what to do. Plus, Mr. Vinny Bob Barbarino, I'm giving out random stickers, sticker packs with, so you get a couple of stickers. You'll get a couple of Canterbury stickers. You might get a Transformer sticker. You might get a fucking old vintage garbage pail kid sticker. I got literally a box of stickers, and I got boxes of Canterbury stickers, Cannabunny stickers. There's a couple bees floating around still. I'm going to throw in a couple of fucking just random stuff once in a while like that. So everybody gets some fun stickers.
People for drain and one for it holds water.
See, that's what I'm fucking saying. That's what I'm saying right there, everybody. Two people say drain, one person says it holds water. It does hold water, but it also drains really well. I don't know, man. She's weird shit. Peat moss holds on to water. That's true. Peat moss is at its very core. If you look at peat moss like under a microscope or under a fucking major zoom, you'll see that each branch, finger, whatever you want to call it, of moss has like a million little fingers like this sticking out of both sides. Like all these little... There's like a lot of little tiny surfaces that hold on to water. But repels it when it's dry. Also true.
Has to be soaked
It does this.
in water.
Yeah, it does the same thing.
Repels.
The fact that it has all those little finger things also kind of bounce off of water really easy until they soak in, and then they pull it in real good and hold on to it. Mm-hmm. It's yeah, that's true. It depends on your thing. Oh, Mega, you're even in Canada. Fucking perfect. That's right. You're the Toronto fellow, aren't you? I've been trying to remember who the fuck it was. Somebody in my chat was a fucking Toronto boy.
He's like, no!
And I'm trying to remember who it was the other day. Bowler says he uses glacier silt. So that's actually a good thing. If we're talking about any sort of living soils and stuff, you need to get yourself some, oh shit, what the fuck is it called? It's like, God, I have a bucket of it out in my garage. I'm trying to think of what it is. It's like crushed mountain rock. It's got like a whole fucking slew, and it's like, what the fuck is it now? I'm trying to remember what the fuck that's called. It's got a azomite. Brain fucking just functioned. Azomite. Look that shit up. Azomite is a really good thing to add to any sort of organic growth. That has a whole bunch of weird, super old earth micro fucking nutrients and trace elements and minerals and weird shit that you probably aren't adding on the regular basis. So adding just a little bit of that shit goes a long way.
I seen this one that was looking at like Alaska fish fertilizer. What is it about Alaska? been to Alaska.
So one of the things about Alaska is that it's one of the most accessible places that has had its permafrost removed that was trampled by mammoths and large fucking beasts not too fucking terribly long ago. So as a result, the soil health has some fucking prehistoric bacteria and crazy old broken down things. And this comes from a time, a lot of this, at least this is the theory I was told, is that a lot of these things come from a time when the world was more plentiful with oxygen, and so plants grew bigger, and as a result, the DNA that's hard-coded in some of this mineral and whatnot that you're getting from here is, and there's a lot of mycorrhizae stuff that comes from here. You can get, that's how these soils that they're pulling from northern Alaska are the things that are growing those pumpkins that are fucking fitting, like taking over the whole back of a pickup truck.
I've seen a couple comments that are just like, I've seen someone grow with this, and it was usually referred to as their secret, as they're just like,
yeah. So if you're
to fish fertilizer.
I'm trying to think of the name. Somebody in chat, I'm sure, knows the fucking name of the company, but there's a company. It's I want to say it's like Wilson and Wilson or something stupid like that that produces soils, mycorrhizae, and a few other products from Alaskan old trampled lands or something like that. I forget what the fuck it is. But
is that why they're working to bring back the old?
That's the stuff that's growing those giant pumpkins, though. That's where they're getting it from.
Apparently, very big, beautiful flowers as well, because there was bloom and then fish. Oh!
Went down the wrong pipe.
I was gonna say that sounds like wrong pipe. Ow!
I took a breath right with my coffee. Fuck.
That always sucks.
Everything tastes like coffee.
Huh.
Fuck. Ugh. Can you guys even hear the music that's been playing? There is music playing, by the way. I'm always wondering if you guys can really even hear it properly. It's pretty quiet, I know that. Alright, turn it up just a
And so I want to
fraction, and we'll see how that
I'm gonna
sounds.
keep a mental tab and add it to my cart for later looking at some of the Alaska branding.
So I have some of that.
Maybe that's why it looked familiar.
Hold on a second here.
Because you may see it, but like.
I'll just Google it and find out. So you can get like Alaskan fish fertilizer. That's supposed to be good, I guess. God, I'm trying to remember what the fucking name of the company is.
For my plants coming today. Yep. I don't know how our worms are doing. I don't know if we have worms.
God, I can't think of the fucking... I'm trying to think of the fucking brand here, man. I can't find it. Maybe they don't exist anymore? The company I'm trying to talk about. It's like a fucking guy's name or something. It's like Wilson's or something.
I don't know.
I got the forehead sweat and everything off that fucking, that cough. Oh man, I hate it when I can't think of a fucking company's name or something like that, and I'll just type in Wilson. Wilson. Wallace. I was so fucking close. Wallace, wow. Wow Organics. Wallace. That's the fucking company, man.
That's what I was gonna bring down. I forgot that the room was upstairs.
This is the kind of fucking pumpkins they grow, man. From that Alaskan fertilizer. Look at this shit. Woo! That's some prehistoric pumpkins, baby. Yeah. Wow. Wallace Organic Wonder. Wow. That's what it's called. I knew it was a guy's name, and I said, what did I say, Walter or something? Wilson? Yeah, I was close. I was in the right fucking hallway. I just needed to keep opening doors until I found the bitch. Yeah, I have that in the garage.
They also have bloom stuff.
Yep, I also have that in the garage.
I wonder why that was familiar.
You can have that if you want.
I was looking at it and I'm like, why is it familiar? Because I've seen it.
Yeah, it's in the garage. It stinks like hell, dude. You
Yes.
gotta, what you do is you fucking pour your jug of water, or you just pour a fucking little like a little blug like that into your fucking bucket, and then you fill it up with water. And woo, doggy, do that outside. Don't do it in the fucking garage even.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could pour, like, you could open up the cap and pour just like a little bit into your jug like that in the garage, but be careful because the fucking fish one is literally like, it's like sludge. It's like poop. It's
Is that
not
one
fish
where I
poop.
would like have gloves, or it's just a wide enough opening?
It's got a good opening, but don't touch it. If you touch it, wash your fucking hands. It smells like it's
I just
dead.
remembered
It's
where
dead
I put
fish
all of
and-
my gloves, and I was like, I
It's-
wish I remembered that for when I did the meat.
is what they do, from my understanding, is it's some form of a proper breakdown, but of like all the leftover fish parts from the fishing industry. So like the spines, the all the fins,
I do recall
scales and
seeing
stuff. All this is
something-
going to get ground up into this organic pulp, and then they
had
sift
whole
it.
fish
and then they sell you the
ground up
mud.
fish.
They tell you the mud that it comes from it. Ugh. Mm.
When you said Wilson, I was thinking of
The Castaway fucking.
House.
Oh, it's funny. My head went straight to that volleyball from Castaway.
I do think of that.
Wilson!
I do think of that, but
It was his only friend.
Yes.
I like that movie. That was a good movie.
I don't think I've seen it a long time ago.
Okay.
Long
If
time.
you
I
want to
don't
watch
know.
it, you go right ahead.
No,
It's good.
I'm like,
I would probably watch it again, but I've seen it a few times. I'm okay now. I like
feel
it
like I
though.
remember the main point, but like it's been so long, and it wasn't me. It was like one of my older
He was stuck
cousins
there for a long
that-
time. He took a tooth out with a fucking a skate. He found a whole bunch of FedEx packages that had nothing but fucking papers in it.
Yep.
And
That would be frustrating.
and he found a volleyball.
Yeah.
And he got real skinny and tan. And that's about it. There's your movie. Done. He got saved at the end. Is that a walking lemon? Well, it's kind of a rocking lemon, but yes.
Yep. Someone is a wiggling lemon. You can change what you are, but it sort of... It seems to sometimes say whatever random mind...
Who is the lemon? Who do we got here? Oh, it's Jeep Mad's a lemon. All right. You grab my chickens, my bots, and I'm going to put the chickens up on the TV.
Every time there's a battle, they will always get put back
I
down.
know. Every time a battle happens, they get put back down. But I still put
But
them
it
up
is
there.
funny.
I like them walking around on the TV. It looks good.
Yeah.
There's a battle. And there we go. Yeah, I wish it put them back where they belong, where I had them left off or something like that for position-wise. But I guess it's just easier to just reset them all on the bottom page every time. I mean, I'm sure it's not too hard to code it, but at the same time, this isn't a masterpiece. of an app, and they didn't charge a fucking lot either. It was like a $20 app that I think I got on sale for $14 or $16 or some shit like that. Something like that. Good. Stop smoking. Smoking's for suckers. Toke instead of smoke. Here's a little hatchet. Look, let me get it into the black screen. Ah, there we go. Look. Actually, it kind of looks like an A or a little teepee or something now.
Yes.
Fuck, it looks like a whole bunch of different shit.
I think it's because we shrunk one side of it. And there goes the other one. I definitely, like, because I didn't fully set these to the glass, there was one chunk that just, like, went right up my dab blaster, and I'm like, and goodbye. Okay.
So that actually brings me to a good point, though. That's one of the things that one of the main reasons I've stuck with this thing for so fucking long. I've got fucking all sorts of devices. I've got expensive fucking dab tools within my reach. And the reason I've always used this is sort of a twofold thing. Number one, it's very easy to control your dab. Once you get good at it, it takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it, just like anything, a little bit of practice, man. Once you get it and you're good with this thing, you can get a small dab, you can get a big dab, you can take a low temp dab, you can take a high temp dab. It's all up to you. And you have pretty darn good control over the unit. And it's a good unit for people that are just starting to dab, because you can take just the littlest, tiniest dab, because it's up to you how much you draw. Whereas with one of these, you are at the mercy of whatever you accidentally just put in there. If you put in too much, you're at the mercy of that. You're getting a fucking big cloud, and you're gonna choke and hack and cough and die. You'll survive, but you know, whatever.
You can take, like, the babiest of pulls,
like this,
and sort of leave it.
Like these, you can take just as much as your lung wants. The second you want to stop, it ends. It's a safe word. Boom, it's out. You're out. It stops. And whereas, like I said, with a lot of e-pipes and stuff, you're at the mercy of whatever you just put in.
Yeah.
The other thing I love about this, believe it or not, is every fucking dab device on the planet suffers from the same problem. Reclaim.
Yeah.
Reclaim is a bastard. It is the one side effect to dab tools. It's the one, it's the sludge outcome, it's the resin that builds up, it's the byproduct that you have to deal with. And most products, not all of them, but most of them do not address this for shit. And give you really poor ways to deal with your reclaim. These are fantastic. There's a couple of things you got to do. Again, maybe I'll do a fucking video about this and show how to assemble one of these things properly. A little bit of maintenance tips and tricks and stuff like that on how to use the dab blasters appropriately.
I think you had ways to do it before you had that.
Yeah, I do one side at a time.
Yes.
So like I'll hold on to this and I'll heat this up and I'll like pour it all out and blow backwards through it to push things through the nozzle out to clear this chamber.
There's a hopping carrot.
Yeah. Anyway. Meow, 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 meow.
That's kind of.
I know. He's bouncing on the back door. Ken, it's raining outside. You will not like it. You'll get to the step. You'll get to the step, cringe, and turn around and come back.
Oh, I still need to water this.
You'll get a splash. You'll get a drop will hit you, and you'll be like, nope. And you'll run back in the house.
Do you think I could move some of the cucumber and peas this time? No. The peas are about maybe like a couple of inches, but the
Here's the
cucumbers
thing. Here's the
are
thing. The greenhouse does. Cats, don't fucking fight at the doorway, you dummies. You sort of have, when you're in the greenhouse, you have the protection of the greenhouse and you have the somewhat controllability of the greenhouse.
Is that your second dab?
It's dab time,
Yeah.
dab time,
Yeah, I did just have a
motherfucking
dab.
dab time, dab time, time to take a fucking dab break.
You're still kicking my ass today. 8? Bunny, 8? You monster. Slow down, man.
What's funny is I noticed I definitely am a night dabber at times. Like I'll be like, good, I want to dab. Which is why I've switched a little to like a hybrid which can flow throughout the day. And I've gotten an indica and I like it. Not bad. Yeah, I do know that there's
yes?
Yes. I do remember that there is a sort of chemical reaction that happens with Reclaim. It's a type of CB something.
Yeah, CBNs and okay, so here's a fact about Reclaim that's interesting. Number one, it kind of tastes like it's the equivalency of roaches for dabs. Think about it like that. It's basically the roach of the dab world. It's the leftovers. It's the little bit that quite didn't make it into your toke. Leftovers, right?
I definitely had some like good generational roach joints that were like white. That's actually something that was bitter that I was.
Where's a square white one at? You see a square white one?
Huh?
One of these? The white? Here somewhere. Where did it go? Oh, I see it. Under a receipt.
Oh, okay.
Tracking information on a receipt. So this is Reclaim right here. It's pretty dark. It is fairly dark, but that's because it's been carbonized and yada yada yada. But here's a fact about Reclaim that's really good to know. This has been decarboxylated. It doesn't have a whole lot of substance left in it. Here's a okay caveat. One of the problems with this, if you don't do it right, and depending on the type of product that you're sucking up with this thing, you don't want to stuff it into your frickin' thing and hold it there and just start sucking, or what's going to happen is it's going to boil up the material, get it all liquefied, and like a straw, you're gonna suck it up, and you're just gonna suck straight product up into your Reclaim and coat the inside with raw product that you don't even smoke. But a little bit of that in accidental, like as you're toking, some of it, because it's heated, is gonna slide up there and it didn't get totally cooked off. As a result, your Reclaim will be more powerful than if you had a proper setup. Okay, so that's a little caveat I gotta say. But Reclaim has been decarboxylated. It's already been activated. Decarboxed means that the THCA has been activated and it is good to get you high. If you eat raw plant, you take a raw bud and eat it, not only are you gonna burn your mouth from the terpenes, but you're not gonna get like fucking any high off it. It's gonna taste gross. Your mouth's gonna burn like you ate too much pineapple. It's not a good idea. Raw pot does almost nothing when edible. If you take that, you stick it in an oven, and you cook it at 220 degrees for 20 minutes, or it's 180 for 20 minutes, or 220 for, let's say 200 and split the difference. 200-ish for about 20 minutes, that motherfucker will convert all the THC into THCA, which is now consumable. You can smoke it, you can eat it, and it will get you high. So you can take your Reclaim very difficultly. You can put it into gel caps and fucking eat this shit, but you might get like weird chunks of shit in your poop sometimes, but you can cook with it. You can...
Not for damn diamonds.
You can re-smoke it. And yes, don't smoke diamonds or saucy things, and be careful with most live resins. Anything that's got a liquidy, viscousy format doesn't work the best with dab blasters. Those are something you should probably be dropping into either a professional e-rig or a professional rig or something like this where you can control it all and do it, because if you're smoking on those big bad boys, you know what you're doing. You're already, you should be anyway.
The only time I've ever had that work is like having it in a paper and squishing it very thin.
So I was gonna say, the one caveat is what I'll do is I'll have a clean area of some glass, and I'll take some sauce and I'll put it in there and heat it just a little bit so that it kind of does this, and then I can kind of dab it from the sides. You can be careful and you kind of creep up on it. And you can't, there's ways to dab saucy things with the dab blaster effectively.
But diamonds are hard.
But, yeah.
Diamonds just go like...
Diamonds, you're just gonna suck a chunk up there, man.
Yeah.
Diamonds are almost a frickin' just. I'm just gonna say not compatible with diamonds, unless your diamonds are crushed up, super fine. Even then, man, you're gonna suck. You'll see little rocks are gonna go
That
flying
is
up
also,
there, man.
I was gonna say, what about deer and animals? Is my dog ate a 2-foot plant and was so high he couldn't walk right from Jefferson.
Well, dogs
Animals
are
a bit
about
different.
1 frickin' 14th of a human's size and brain capacity.
Yeah.
I didn't say it wasn't gonna get you high at all. I said it's gonna barely do anything with humans. And we're talking a bud, and you're talking about a whole plant, a dog. So
I like the weird thing that seems to happen with animals is you usually give them an offering and they leave your plant alone.
Yep. So one fact to note about the way this setup works and why this setup works as well as it does, talking about that accidentally sucking chunks up, you don't want to use dab straws. Dab straws are a thing. They exist. They're good for like 1 or 2 hits here or there, but you don't want to use it as a regular tool. And I'll tell you why. Because a straight shoot, if this was straight and had no curves or bends for anything to go through, you will, and I guarantee it, you will suck a chunk of hot liquid dab into your mouth. It will come straight up that fucking thing. You are sucking with air. That is force. A droplet of hot molten dab will go shooting on your mouth and hit your teeth or your tongue. I fucking guarantee it. I've done it. I've experimented with these. They are no-go. Dab straws are a bad idea. They need a baffle. Something that will stop something from solid from just going straight through the fucking thing. This has a straight up baffle. It's hard to show, but it's a thermal banger. So there's a straight double baffle wall in this and the band. 90% of shit doesn't make it out of this first triangular chamber.
But I will note that there are times where, like, sometimes whatever does make it up here has a really nice color tonight.
Yeah, well, what's up here is all pure vapor, whereas here is like product. This is product you've accidentally sucked up, and this is just pure sticking to the walls, baby. That's a little bit of dab bro science for you there, folks.
You know what is inevitable?
I'm gonna smoke a naked dab blaster in front of y'all. Avert your eyes, children. This dab blaster is wearing dab time. Well, okay, those are the dab time blasters. This is just a blaster. So this thing here has no clothes on. She's naked.
My dog ate an edible one time, and he had to be rushed to the vet. Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
a
good for a
lot.
human. Think about that. Think about the size comparison. That was good for a human, and you shrunk it into a little tiny thing that's
There's just
doesn't know what the
such
fuck's going
odd
on.
stories because, like, for me, I've seen the little brother that really wants to best the big brother takes a whole lot more than he should, and then he's kind of stuck sitting giggling and can't really stop.
There's a long story. I'm not going to get into it right now. Another time, perhaps on a story time thing or something. But I got a good story I kind of like about my little brother accidentally eating a whole bag of edibles when he was young, when he was like 12 or 10 or something like that. He was too young, way too young to be smoking or eating the weed, and he ate a whole bag of cookies. He thought he fucking found somebody forgot their bag of cookies. There was like 6 or 7 of them, and he ate the whole fucking bag. The poor kid thought, like, he's like, I feel like there's a force field around me. He was like, I'm not gonna get into the story, but like, he was in another dimension, and I took him through it as best I could. But yeah, anyway.
Too early.
I'm gonna ignore that phone call, but be ready. I've got a code with my mom. I told her if I'm in the middle of a stream or something, I'm gonna probably ignore your call, Mom. 'Cause I don't want, number one, I don't want to bring you on chat and expose you to you hooligans. No, just kidding. I don't want to expose you guys to my mom. No, my mom's awesome, actually. But I told her if I hang up on you right away, I'm busy. If it just like disconnects right away, I'm busy, and I've just sort of said ignore. But if it's important, and I mean anything, like if you're something happened, you're a little sore, you bumped your fucking toe and you need to talk to me. And it's like actually anything above normal chit chat, like you're not just talking about eggs or something. If it's important, call back and I'll answer right away. I'll pause everything. I'll drop whatever the fuck I'm doing. If you call back a second time, like right away, boom, boom, like that in a row, I'll fucking answer it. It's a bit of a code. It's worked pretty good so far. Although I hope it never gets to an emergency situation where she could only dial it once or something. And then, oh my God, I'd feel like the worst son in the universe. But we got to have some sort of a system in play. I don't know. There's times where I've just said, fuck it, and I've answered. I mean, it's my mom. She's old. She looked at the time and said, oh, he's done his episode. We're doing a bit of a long episode today, I guess. Not that it's that long, but it's not uncommon to go past an hour. Oh, I know it's Mother's Day. I got a dinner going on with my mom here soon. She was probably just telling me, honest to God, she was probably just calling me to tell me that she's going to have a nap and she'll call me when she wakes up. I'm not even joking. Because we have plans today, she tells me her step-by-step through the day. It's both a little bit annoying, but it's so cute. I love it. And I'll miss it when it's gone, so I'm taking it.
I'm always like,
I love my mother. She's awesome. So
it's funny.
Take as much as I can while it's still here and happy and good and healthy.
I'm like confused, but it's funny. That's where I'm usually at. Because like at first I'm confused and then my head clicks and I'm like, yeah, okay.
6-ton dab press. Also, I don't know if it's still valid. It should be, but I do have a code for dab press. If you buy right from their website, which you should, I have a code for it. Hold on a second. Let me look back. Where's that big frickin' dab press? Right there. It's Cannabeard Grows 5. Only 5%, but hey, 5%'s better than 0%. Cannabeard Grows, with an S at the end, 5 was my last working code for the dab press here. I will actually post a copy text. I'll post a link in chat right now. Right there. Dab press with my code link. It's acceptable. Yeah, I can only recommend the 6-ton from their products. And this is my opinion, but I think you'll probably come to the same conclusion if you just look at their lineup. Everything else looks like flimsiness. It's made out of poles. Everything is made out of poles and nuts and bolts, which is super easy to potentially come out of alignment for any reason. Just overuse, stress, being back and forth like this a little bit with the press. There's all sorts of things that could force those bolts out of alignment. Or if you look at that dab press, the 6-ton dab press, that is a solid welded iron frame of doom that just fucking squishes your weed like this, and there is no flex in it. I've had mine for like 8 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, something in that ballpark, and I fucking love it. Oh, it's 420. It's 420 somewhere. 6-ton dab press is a tank. Jeep Mad says he loves mine. So does Jaywin. A lot of people have taken some of my advice over the years and bought in that one and or come to the same conclusion as me.
Like
it
some
is
got the black stuff.
The what?
Blasting stuff.
What about it?
Looks like some people got blasting stuff.
I need a code off for blasting equipment. Yeah, that shit's expensive.
Yes.
It can be. You don't need blasting stuff, man. Be careful with that. Be careful, man. Be careful. I do it, but I was actually trained by a bunch of people that did it. I was hanging out with a lot of freaking gray market people that in the back in the day, and I mean, I wasn't trained, but I was shown how, and I did some crazy DIY shit that made them amazed at my ingenuity for how doing a pretty good fucking method with no equipment, and they were like, wow, that actually is a really good way to do it. They were like flabbergasted.
Intuitive.
Yeah. What did I say?
Well, actually, ingenuity works as well. But both of them work.
Such as stoners, man. That's like the thing. Like, I say, oh, yeah, fucking, dude, weed, stick to weed. Weed is fucking strong enough. You don't need bad drugs, okay? Weed is fucking plenty strong. It'll fuck you right up, man. Or put you right on cloud 9, wherever you want to be. Pick your poison. I forgot what I was saying.
I can use weapons and stuff with cyber psychos, right?
Oh yeah. No, they're just they're mini bosses. They're just mini bosses around the map. Is all it is.
You know this like old.
There's always a really good reward
like,
too.
Japanese lady.
Yes.
Oka? I want to do some of her stuff because I found out you can give her a nice
She's the
name.
tiger bitch. You know the tiger claws. She's the head of the tiger claws. I think.
I don't know.
No, she's not. No.
I was gonna say I fucked up a couple of those people quite a bit.
No.
I was gonna say, oh, I like that.
I'm mistaken. As soon as I said it out loud, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. I thought she was for a second, but no. I haven't actually done much of her stuff.
I did one, but
Talk
I want
about
to do stuff.
Cyberpunk. I was playing Cyberpunk, and then Bunny's been sort of like, that's interesting. That looks neat. And I'm like, I got it on the Xbox upstairs. I bought it on launch. I just haven't played it on the Xbox since, because number one, I hate controller games. Like, some games work really good with controller, and it's fucking amazing, and I love it. Other games, not so much.
I like it.
Diablo 4, amazing. Diablo 2 Resurrected, amazing. Blew my mind how much better a controller is on those games. How? How did a fucking mouse and keyboard game, point and click game, become better with a controller? It just is. The only drawback I can find on Diablo 2 Resurrected that makes a mouse superior in any shape and form is the fact that you can teleport with the sorcerer to the edge of the screen. Like the upper corner like this, you can teleport over here. Whereas with the controller, you can teleport a set distance only. Boop, boop, boop. And you can kind of do that. You can get a little bit further with a controller. But everything else, the controller is superior. You can loot faster. You can cast faster. You can move and cast better. It's fucking crazy. It blew my mind. Anyway.
Not any kind of like cannabis growing, but I'm just finding it funny how fast my mom got to soil as she's in her first year. But like plants.
Everybody should get the growing
Plants.
bug. Her mom just got into some gardening recently and decided that it's a good thing and is instantly falling in love with it.
She tried it for a bit and she's just like, oh.
Yeah, most people do. It's proven extremely therapeutic. It's so rewarding on many levels. It's at least a good use of your fucking time and energy. You know what I mean? It's time and energy well spent. It's true. It's good stuff, man. I love gardening. Whether you're fucking just growing weed or you're fucking growing herbs or you're growing a full fucking garden or you're growing all of the above.
I'm glad I was kind of aware of the difference that Juneberry is bigger and
Grow plants in your
smaller.
house. It's good for your environment. Keeps your hair cleaner.
She was also like, well, what's the difference between some of these? And I'm like, I know one of them grows bigger and one of them doesn't grow bigger but can taste really good.
Of what? Sorry?
Strawberries.
Oh.
She's like, what about strawberries? Like, they're like
Yeah,
resilient little plants.
We got a couple of different strawberry breeds doing really well in the greenhouse. I need to do a new backyard homestead video, and I'm going to do it soon. I was waiting for some things to sprout up, and everything's sprouting up. That's going to sprout up pretty much now. That's done it. It's pretty much doing it. And or a few of the slow stragglers might start picking up soon. Group picks. Hey, that's a good idea. Or grow picks. That's a really good idea. Did the fucking music end? Yes? How dare you? There we go. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm fucking like hearing the cats and I'm like, it's so quiet. I also always forget to do this, but I do need to get into the habit of moving the microphone a little bit more closer to us.
Oh,
and
that might be them. What do baby this look like?
Well, leave it.
was like, I don't want to pick them and like be picking out all my plants and wondering why there's nothing coming out. That lady that did that to her corn, I don't even know who the lady is, but she had a garden and she accidentally picked off all of the rods that would be having all of the silk and then wondered why she has
Oh, fuck.
It's the funniest thing.
We got a
Ooh,
good
nice.
chunk of show here today,
Oh,
folks.
look at that.
Yeah, not a bad chunk of, okay, so we're gonna swap over to, the Discord community, show off your pictures. The, like, weed runway. That's what we should almost call this, the weed runway. That's a pretty good idea.
There you go.
Show off your weed. Okay, let's see if this works. The Discord button. Boop. Yeah, it works. And there we go. We got Jeep Mad bringing us with the frosty pictures. He's using AI, everybody. These aren't real. Don't give him this much credit. He's not growing this weed this good. He uses AI to make his fucking weed look better. He's a freaking dick. Don't listen to this guy. Look at that. That's not real. There's no way. That's not fucking... Look at this shit. This is all AI, buddy. AI. Look at this slop. Trying to pass it off. I'm kidding, by the way, in case you can't fucking tell. This looks, as always, Jeep's fucking pictures just blow my mind, man. I'm not trying to suck your dick too hard, but holy fuck, look at these. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit. What is this? What does it even say up there? Wild Iceberry. You love this one, no doubt. I believe why. Look at that shit, though, eh? That almost does look AI. It's too fucking frosty. Calm down. Save some fucking pussy for the rest of the class. Holy shit, man. Fuck. Moving on. And we got Jeff in here with a little bit of Harvest Day, Ethos, Purple Sunset, LD22. Oh, dude.
Interesting color.
Can I make that bigger? Yeah, I can, sort of. Where's that Discord? Discord? Yeah, right there. Nice'ems. Yeah, frosty. Okay, what else do we got here? Yeah, dude, I love it when bud looks like that. Look at that. That's a nice stacker, man. Sucks to trim, so sticky. Yeah, you gotta get yourself... there's these gloves. They're called oil slick gloves or something like that. Slick gloves. They're like they're kind of weird, man. They're like a reusable silicone glove. They're like yellow. They're like fluorescent yellow. I always see them on Instagram and shit. I kind of thought about them a couple times, but I never bothered really to reach out to them or ordered any. But they do look kind of cool, and I think for the right circumstances, that might be something you might be interested in. So try to look up these like oil gloves or something, or sticky gloves, and weed trimming gloves, and they're silicone gloves for weed people. Is it the fluorescent yellow or something with black trim or some shit? Oil gloves or something. I can't remember what the fuck they're called. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Nice. Woo. Man, I want to take pictures like this, but like a little bit closer and in like good focus where you can actually see with even the fucking microscopes, the digital microscopes that I got, which is pretty fucking good. It's only like 720 some shit. You know what I mean? Hello there. That looks like Japanese characters if I knew any better. Past that, I don't know. Hello. Welcome. Looking good there. What is this thing here? Oh yeah, right. That Ethos. Purple Ethos Sunset fucking 22. Right on. Thumb that bitch up. Red. Chopping one. Oh yeah, was this your first plant or I forget, man. I forget who that was. Somebody on here's first fucking grow just fucking chopped recently. Yeah, Red, look at this. First grow. Congratulations, man. You got some bud. You can smoke some weed for your service. There. I can't like scroll. Oh, I can scroll up a little bit. I was like, I can't really scroll up properly once I do that. And there you go. Kind of like that a little bit. It's not perfect, but with looking good. Looking good. Give it a little upvoty there. Some love. Polar coming in with the LAC. Fucking A, man. I actually haven't seen an update. Ooh, yeah, look at that, baby. Ooh, this is a sexy plant, man. I sent up my boy some seeds of one of my favorite genetics, LA Confidential from I Love Growing Marijuana. It's a really sweet pine flavor. It tastes like pine, but in a good way, not like pine tar. Pine tar tastes like dog fucking... No, why am I saying dog shit so much today? Pine tar tastes like shit, though. It does not taste good. Pine tar is very disgusting.
Had something of that.
Yeah, we bought some pine tar, and it was like one of the grossest things I'd ever fucked. It actually tasted like pine tar. Like, actually, I don't think that they were growing us weed. I think they were scraping some shit off the trees and selling it to us. It was disgusting. At any rate, this is pine that tastes really fucking good, though. Yeah. That looks like a fractal. Almost, you know what I mean? It's a fucking good looking plant, man. Loving some sunshine, loving some sunshine. All your 4-hour Alaskan, 4 hours of light, boom. Where do you get the dab blasters? At cannabeardgrows.com. I think I have a link. Copy. I'm pasting it into chat right now. Boop. There you go. CannabeardGrows.com. Get them while they're hot before they're gone, because when they're gone, and I'm not necessarily making any more. I'm just doing a limited run, so get them while they're... Woo! There we go. Giving us that African treetop fucking savanna fucking beauty. Look at that. Look at that. Fills the whole screen up with Mr. J-Win's sexy beard and fucking sexy plant. Look at this. Look at the way he trains. So this is actually a funny thing. He started doing this lately. I showed you a picture of this last week, but yeah, he puts fucking googly eyes on his weird training things because they look like fucking aliens or something. They're almost like face huggers, but not as disgusting. somehow pretty creepy and funny, but not as disgusting. Anyway, yeah, this training system is a phenomenal way to do it, man. Hence why he's got the training with J-Win thing going on. Because look at that bitch. Woof. Top view of that jungle. Oh man. Yep. Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then there's the weird, good old plant monsters. Yeah, that looks like a centipede of death, but with funny eyes.
Yes.
Wild. Look at that root. It looks... Are you twisting this, sir? What are you doing here? What is this? It looks like a fucking spine. Are you twisting it a different way each way? What is that? Why does it look like this? Why does it look like a fucking braid of hair? What's going on here? Is this just the way it happened, or what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What is this? Explain. I want some explanations. What the fuck is this? Interesting, though. Oh, nice color choice. Oh my god, is that a carpet in your house? What is that?
Right.
I like the colors. That wasn't a frickin' a dig by any means. Yeah, you twist the line to break up, or to you twist to line up the nodes. That's why I'm like, you're twisting this. This looks like each plant has been fucking yoinked to get, to try to line. I get it. Okay.
Yoink.
Wild. That's something that I've never really noticed. I think about as a major I don't know. That's a thing, man. I've never seen that angle of your fucking grows before. That's something else, man. That's a really unique thing.
Living room rug.
Living room rug. Hell yeah, man. I like it. It looks like you could spill coffee on it and nobody would ever know. Love rugs like that.
Be a really weird brown spot.
No, but I like that's cool, man. I like splash. I like weird. I like tie dyes and shit, man. I got a lot of hippie blood in me, man. I can't help it. So Jeff09 coming in with some mystery weed. Ooh. Oh. So now the reason it looks like this, the reason it looks a little bit funny, is because there's a flash going on. But a flash lights up the trichomes like fucking Christmas fucking Eve. So quite often it will overexpose leaves and a lot of other features, but light up all the you lose a little bit of individuality, but my God, look at what it fucking does to the trichomes. Here's like a normal, this is like room light picture, right? Here's like normal room light. This is no flash. Still looks frosty as fuck. A little more easy to see some definition in there. I like seeing both, honestly. I'm a fan of like flash on, flash off, man. Yeah, just limited lighting. This might not be flash. This might be like just up close to some light that's pretty intense. But this looks like either LED lit or flash is my guess. Doesn't really matter either way. Haywood. Look at that little thing. What the fuck is that? That is a branch. What is this?
It is a white widow.
Or an MM.
I know, it could be the other way.
The last person or thing I've heard to referenced as MM was Mother's Milk from The Boys. They call him MM a lot.
Yes.
Either way, what does it say here? Wonder Woman. It's neither of them. It's not White Widow? Interesting.
White Widow, Wonder Woman, and J-Mac.
What the hell? Why are you growing buds in a cup? This is what cloning an autoflower looks like, folks. I'm not saying that's what this is. This could just be a branch that I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this is. If you're here, explain yourself. If not, then I don't know.
Red cup.
Red cups.
Red, I think.
Oh yeah, okay. She's right. Let me see if I can zoom down to the... No, I can't show you. But trust me, the picture goes a little bit further on this right here. And there is some red down there. It is a red cup. Might be a red cup challenge or whatever. Oh, and then here we go. Last one of the week here is Sensi Seeds Northern Light Haze by Legendary Smoke. Hey, I'm growing some Northern Lights myself. Woo! Oh, outdoor. Yeah, this is outdoor, and this is this still Haywood? Hold on a second. Give me back right here. Yes, so this is Australia. This is some Australian wild outback weed here, mate. Do you see the kangaroo back there? Look out, he's right there looking for you. Good stuff, man. Pull off all them brown fucks. But I love the fucking... It's interesting. If I wouldn't know better, I'd say that looks like BC. We got lots of ferns here in BC, too. You guys got lots of... Australia has some... So, Australia and, like, the Vancouver Island, specifically, have some similarities. I've seen pictures of other people I know's backyards in Australia or walks and stuff like that, and or just like videos here and there, and I'm like, that looks like fucking either interior forest woods of the Cascade Mountains or the like West Coast Northern Vancouver / Vancouver Island. Yeah, cool stuff. Where it's just dense. You can't even see the ground. I love that about those places. You can't see dirt. Like there's just so much.
There's just so much.
There's like moss growing or something. Yeah, there's just so much density of growth. It's cool, man. Crikey.
I love the toast. That's what I forgot. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little thumbs up, a little love there. Boop. Okay, I'm coming back here. Oh, there we go. The fuck are the cats doing? They're like rumbling around, running around the house, knocking things over. Fucking little maniacs. I don't even want kids. We just got crazy cats.
Yes.
Okay, so coffee is gone. I gotta have my last dab here, folks. And then I gotta go. Because I gotta start getting ready for dinner. We got things to do. I gotta pre-make the rice because somebody forgot to make the rice last night. But it's okay. We'll just throw it in the freezer or something for an hour and it'll be fine. You just gotta cool it down so it's not.
Put it in the fridge.
Yep. Fridge, freezer.
I gotta be careful with that damn thing.
You just don't want it in the freezer for any more than an hour because you're not trying to freeze the fucking rice.
No,
but
that's
you're
why
just
in
trying
the
to
fridge it'll be a bit more forgiving as I clean.
But a freezer will dehydrate it too pretty well. It'll take a lot of the moisture. It'll suck a lot of that moisture up.
No, I'll put a timer for like a half an hour and put it in the
Yeah,
fridge.
do whatever you want. Anyway.
Because it'll take an hour. I will
Cheers,
be
everybody.
cleaning, then I'll take it out.
It's dab time, motherfucking dab time, dab time, dab time. Time to take a fucking dab break.
So whatever it is, it's all good. Whoa. I tried my fucking damnedest, and I don't know why, but I should be able to with these Elgato Stream Deck things and their programming. There's multi-function things that you fire something off and then multiple things happen. I put in a transparent clip of a little smoke cloud that puffs and then fades away, and a sound effect. I wanted every time I pressed that button for it to trigger off the count, a sound effect, and that smoke cloud. Originally, it was like poof, and there was like a little sound effect like that, a little poof sound, and then a little cough right after it that I merged together and had that as the sound effect. And that was the layered thing, so that over there in the corner, underneath the number, a little cloud would poof, and the number would change. And it was a little animated cloud underneath the thing. It looked really cool. It doesn't fucking work. I don't know why. It is a multi-function thing. I set it up. It's got boom, 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 like this. In order, the way it was to be. Everything's in the same folder. I made it as easy as possible, and it doesn't work. I press the button. It just doesn't fire off. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's never worked. I mean, I'll try again soon here. Maybe they've got an update, but for a long time, those multi-function things like that, doing a sound effect, a quick video clip, and another action, it just wasn't working. And I was just like, fuck. I wanted it to work. Anyway, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Once again, self-plug here. Dab Time blasters are available. CannabeardGrows.com. Links are below. Go get them while they're hot, because once they're gone, they're gone. Limited edition. I will never do Dab Time blasters exactly like this again. If I do another one, they'll either say something else, they'll be blank ones. I don't really have any intentions of doing more, so if you want them, better grab them now. Have a good one. Happy Mother's Day. Blasters, like button. Subscribe, fucking follow, blah, 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 blah. I'll see you soon. Much fucking love. Bye, everybody. Boop.